Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier. The DRF Bets race of the day for Thursday, February the 8th is race number 7 at the Big A. It's the Biogio's Rose Stakes. And if you sign up to DRF Bets right now, you can access a $200 free bet, no deposit required. All you have to do is go to drf.com/join and use the promo code FREEBET09. Let's take a look at this field of New York breds. They're fillies and mares, and they're going a one-turn mile. For free formulator past performances of the race, please head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com. Download them and handicap along with us as we take the field in post-position order and begin with the morning line favorite, the red-hot #1 Frostwise.
Yeah, the past two races have been good. I have to be honest, that most recent one, we had talked about the Bay Ridge. That was one of our race of the days. It was more a matter of who was going to hate the distance the least. Even having said that, I don't know that that's actually how it played out, because if there was any other horse other than Riot Worthy, Frostwise does not win that race, but it was Riot Worthy, and that's the only reason that Frostwise won.
Yeah, Riot Worthy just doesn't want to beat you at the end of the day, and it looked like that Riot Worthy had Frostwise's number, and she pulled a Riot Worthy, and no disrespect to Frostwise, she was game, she was digging in. A mile and an eighth, probably a little bit too far. This, though, distance resulted in a big breakthrough performance 2 starts back, and she has good tactical speed. She showed last time that she doesn't outright need the lead to win. In many ways, she's the horse to beat.
Yeah, she certainly is. You know, it's one of those things where I like the fact that she doesn't have to have the lead. I think she's going to be forwardly placed. And you know what? I can sit here and say that she hated the distance. For that level, they went a legitimate clip out there, a half mile and 47 and change going 9 furlongs. For horses that probably don't want to go that far, that's a serious pace. She's going to get a much more advantageous situation here.
I've always liked the #2, No Hain, No Game, and I have to believe I'm a bit disappointed by her recent performances. I thought she looked good in that prep for the Empire Disc now 4 starts back, and then she did not fire at all. Maybe she was just too close to a fast pace that day. She's now come back with 2 starts. She's been okay, not great, and she's got to do better to win on Thursday.
Yeah, she certainly does. I do wonder, I know that Asmussen has another runner in here, and I think there is some sort of a common interest, so I wonder if her job is to ensure that we're going to have something going up front. She's breaking from post 2. You can see on her page that she has been forward in some of her races. Seems like the most recent ones when she's been off, or particularly the most recent race, she just didn't really fire. I wonder if you're going to be aggressive and try to send.
The key to the race is the 3 Holiday Disguise, because I think an argument could be made down the road Holiday Disguise will end up the most accomplished and the best of these fillies and mares, but we have not seen her since late May when she won the Bowery going 7 furlongs. She's had all sorts of ankle issues. Linda Rice has wanted to run her back. There's been the quarantine issue with the herpes virus, which affected the Rice barn and kept Holiday Disguise in the barn. The weather's been lousy, so Holiday Disguise is coming off a really long layoff.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that she is the kind of horse, though, that ultimately she's going to be the best of this entire group. The problem is we've got to get her back to the races and spend some time. You've had all these little hiccups, whether it's weather or it is the situation with the quarantine. I think talent-wise, she is every bit as good, if not better, than these girls already. I think going forward, she's only going to get better. The big concern is, do you think she's going to get the pace that she needs to run at?
That's really the key to this race also. Will she be able to stay close? She came from way out of it to win the Bowery over a sloppy track. We've had some slushy weather in New York. It's a good chance there'll be a wet track again on Thursday. Carry Your Heels is the 4. Got the job done against condition claimers last time out. Claimed by Gary Siaka. This horse actually has run well on turf against New York breds, and I wonder if Siaka is claimed, going to take a shot here eventually on the turf in the spring.
Yeah, maybe this is nothing more than just let's go through, keep her fit, keep her happy, go out there, run the race. On paper, she's not good enough to win on dirt. On turf, if this was a race, then maybe.
Stretch out sprinter #5, Decorator Jen, 10-1 on the morning line. This is a horse that ran away and hid from allowance horses 3 starts back. Off the claim, most recently sat just off the pace. And I'm curious to see what our friends at Timeform US have to say about this pace. And they do have Decorator Jen out there on the lead. To be honest, if I was Kendrick Carmouche on Frostwise, I would go. I think I'm classier and faster, but it gives Frostwise options. Decorator Jen has won at this distance. Is she good enough to clear off from the 1?
Well, I don't know.
Fast enough?
I was going to say, if they're just hell-bent on making the front, then sure. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the horse down on the rail, where, you know what, if there is someone that is absolutely guns blazing wants it, go ahead, have it. We're better. We know that we can sit and we'll take over at some point. If you are the rider on Decorator Jen, you have one job, and that's to try to clear.
Literata, the number 6, is just a real hard-hitting 7-year-old. She's closing in on $500,000 in earnings. She is a stakes winner. She might prove to be a really nice claim for these connections as a broodmare possibility. For Steve Asmussen, finished 11 lengths ahead of her new stablemate, No Hain, No Gain, last time out. She's okay. Maybe she works out a little bit of a trip on the outside. What did you think of that last race? The buyer came back slow. The pace was slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I think some things worked against her a little bit, and I do wonder if at this point in her career, like you say, maybe the claim was simply for thinking down the road, but I also do wonder, with that other horse in here, with No Hain, No Gain, is her job is to go out there and make sure that there is going to be some sort of pace for this mare to run at. Having said that, I think her best days are behind her, and you know what? That's fine. You take a shot. If she can get a placing, great. If not, you know you've got a broodmare down the road.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Biagio's Rose Stakes on Thursday. We're both going with the morning line favorites. Your horse has way more recency than mine and more tactical speed.
Yeah, and there's also one other thing to throw in there for Michael Dilger. Past 5 years, dirt winner last out, second after the layoff, 7 for 15 with a 628 ROI. I love the turn back here. I feel like she probably wasn't, I don't want to say she wasn't best. She should have lost that last race if anyone other than Riot Worthy were in there. Having said that, getting back to this is her game. She has the recency edge, the tactical edge. I do think the Holiday Disguise is going to be a better horse. I just wonder if this is not necessarily the right time.
I'll go with the upside. Holiday Disguise was able to run an 85 buyer speed figure during May of her 3-year-old season. It took Frostwise until November last year to reach that 88 buyer. If Holiday Disguise can just improve slightly, as many newly turned 4-year-olds can do, maybe she can run these horses down. I'm confident in her going a 1-turn mile, but you're going to go 1-3. I'm going to go 3-1-5 in the Biagio's Rose Stakes. Again, if you are playing the Big A card from home on Thursday, $200 free bet, no deposit required, DRF.com/join, promo code FREEBET09. You don't have to leave your sofa to start playing the Big A on Thursday with DRF bets. Approximate post time for the Biagio's Rose, race number 7, 3:58 Eastern. Good luck.